thank you so much for checking out my channel, Touching Corners. Today we have an episode of Finding Your Fab, and I am here with the lovely Q.
Hello.
Thank you so much for joining me today,
problem.
Q. So I met Q at the NAPT event that occurred last Monday. Tyler Perry was the keynote speaker, and in the interim in between, we met into small groups, and you chit chat with those people around you. By the way, NAPT is a content creators conference that occurred here. They had it at the Fontainebleau. It was super dope, very nice. Yeah, it was beautiful. And we just learned a lot, but we also got to break out into smaller groups and we got to chit chat. And as I was talking to this lovely woman, which you see before you, I just learned so much more about her than just the beauty that you see. I mean, so much more than that I was like, I have to have her on my Finding Fab. So she thankfully agreed to join us today. And so let's go ahead and talk a little bit about you, Miss Q. As you can see, there's a lot going on here. So tell us, where are you from?
Well, thank you for having me on the show, first
Absolutely.
off. Thank you so much for the invite. I really appreciate it. I'm flattered to be here. I'm originally from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, so Southwest US, and I voyaged a long way to get here in Miami. I've been here for about a year and a half now. I initially moved to pursue my MBA at Florida International University down in South Miami. So I've been here for a while, and I just graduated with that in August 2018. But before that, I was still in Florida, just another part, completely different, in Ocala, Florida, where I played junior college basketball, and I also coached there for 2 years before going off to FIU to finish out my playing career. So my last year spent was getting my MBA and playing college basketball.
When you did come over to FIU, you got your master's in business administration, is that correct?
Yes, it
so
is.
that is quite a fancy title, if y'all don't know, and it's a very difficult achievement. So that is, in and of itself, fantastic. So you grew up in Oklahoma City, and you have so many different interests that you pursued and you've brought with you to include horseback riding and baking.
Yes.
And you're a chef, is that correct?
Well, I went to culinary school. I don't know exactly how I would coin myself. I just like to cook. So I kind of have two things that I always say. I went to culinary school and I'm from the country. Like, how do you not cook? So I grew up around a lot of food. We lived in Oklahoma City, but my grandparents lived in the country of Oklahoma in a town called Preston, right outside of Beggs in the Tulsa area. And every time we get together, we cook, we eat something. My family calls me sugar baby because I love to bake. I love sweets. I used to love candy, not so much more now, but I put it in baking. Like, I'll make some candy cookies or Snickers cake or stuff like that. I went to culinary school in high school for 2 years, where I competed in ACF cake competitions, American Culinary Federation, and I got a bronze medal and a silver medal my senior year. So made 2 celebration cakes. One was like New Orleans themed, and it was based off of a mask I had found in a shop on Bourbon Street, and I molded a mask out of sugar, purely out of sugar, to mimic that.
But she did this all while maintaining a superb GPA of
4.1 in high school. I graduated. I graduated valedictorian.
Like, if you don't think you could do more, I mean, we're just clearly we're not living up to our best potential. I mean, you're making us all look bad here. So 4.1 GPA, valedictorian of your high school.
Went to the state championship in basketball all 4 years of my high school career.
So you were a student athlete.
Yes. And it's always been important. Like, people ask me all the time, how do you manage the basketball and the beauty aspect of, well, we've always played sports. My mom was a Division I prospect. She was supposed to go to LSU, which is major D1. My dad played basketball and he ended up going to the military. So we had that athletic gene in us.
Right.
But we've also had the beauty gene. We're a part of homecomings, proms, like we do it big. My mom always said, it's good to be a woman off the court, but when you're on the court, you're a ball player. But when you get off the court, put your earrings back on, put your lip gloss back on, and I've always taken that to heart, okay? I've always taken it to the extreme. So I even play with lipstick on. Like, I play with lipstick, eyebrows, but don't expect me to take it easy.
Holla, that's what I'm talking about. I love that. Obviously, you're like, life isn't fair. She's beautiful, she's athletic, she's smart. What? I have something else for you. She's also a humanitarian. She gives back. She volunteers. I mean, what volunteer ventures are you working on right now?
Coming up the soonest I'm going to speak to the Girl Scouts of Miami Beach on Thursday. And I'm going to talk to them about basically just self-confidence and perseverance and what it takes to actually make a leader. Because sometimes we think that it's just everything just me, it's just about being heard. No, you have to learn how to talk to people. You have to be receptive to what people feel, so you can lead them in the appropriate way. So my job on Thursday is to kind of get the girls aging between 11 to 17 on the kind of same brainwave about what it takes to make a leader.
That's such a great topic, because that's something that I hold near and dear to my heart, is women in leadership, women in power, women pursuing their dreams and doing what they want to do.
We have to encourage each other.
We do have to encourage each other, lift each other up, because the game can get a little catty sometimes. Mm-hmm. Speaking of catty, the pageantry world can sometimes be a little catty, so that we're gonna go ahead and segue right into that.
It's so funny. That's the stigma I had with pageantry too, but my last 2 experiences were so great.
Really?
I competed in Oklahoma in October of 2018 for Miss Oklahoma USA. I didn't place, but it was a great experience. The girls were great. The stage moms were awesome. The directors were great. And then I competed for Miss Florida USA 2019 last week, and I got top 15. My second pageant ever. So
that's awesome.
In Florida, that was huge. So I was really proud of it. There are still things I could have done better going back and reviewing my performances, but I was ecstatic. I feel like I came and I did my sponsors justice, because there were people that supplied my my grooming, my waxing, my dresses, my outfits for the entire weekend, and I had to make them proud. You're investing in someone good.
Absolutely.
So I had to say, I really appreciate you guys, and I had to come with this stuff. But the girls were great. Everyone is so helpful. It's not what I expected at all, to be honest. I thought I was gonna have to be to myself and just okay, well, she's out to get me. Well, she's out to get me. Who's gonna put something in my makeup and make me break out? But it wasn't like that at all. The girls were great, and I found out a lot of us had common friends. And,
oh wow,
stuff like that. So it was a great experience.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I guess I was blessed.
Yeah, I think so. So now you do have some sponsorships, because I feel like it's so master's in business administration of you to be I'm not just gonna pay for this myself. I'm gonna get somebody to go ahead and support me.
Oh my God.
And how do you approach that? How do you get someone and say, hey, how do you sponsor me?
That's the hardest part in pageantry, is finding sponsors or finding people who want to invest in you. And honestly, that's one thing that I found that's really huge for even the people throwing the pageant, the investors for the pageant, to know, is that the community believes enough in you to invest in you. So once it kind of registered like that in my mind, I kind of put more of importance on it, because my first pageant, I came out of pocket for everything, and pageants are so expensive.
They are.
They are.
My friend did a pageant once, and I was like, girl, that's a little small fortune going on there.
Yeah, they're so expensive. So if someone is willing to cover part of that bill or foot that bill for you, people are it kind of raises an eyebrow, oh, well, what do you have going on with yourself?
Somebody believes in you, you know?
Yeah, my entire time at FIU, though, they emphasize teamwork and group work. And honestly, it's important to have a team. I created an alliance with another woman. Her name is Jayceer, and she is Ivy League educated. She's worked for Fortune 60 companies and things like that. And we kind of, clicked almost right off the bat. So
that's awesome.
We've worked together in getting the sponsorship, and we actually met at a charity event. So there are great things going when you give back. When you give back, the world gives it back to you. The universe just,
Oh, I like that.
I love it.
Oh, so nice.
But so I found a team that works for me. We get along well. We have the same vision in mind. We help each other out, and we just look for these opportunities, and we help each other word things right. She helps me, okay, well, you should look at it this way. Even though I have my education, she has education, and she has the experience as well. So whatever she brings to the table, I respect it, So I just really think it's important to have a team that knows what you want and that is down to help you get it. That's been the most amazing part about the sponsorships, just knowing someone is going for me,
It's so cliche, but teamwork makes the dream work, right? It does, right?
Absolutely.
And I also just want to bring up that you've also done some time abroad in Barcelona, just because we gonna add that in there too, you know?
Gosh. I loved it so much. Like,
Barcelona's beautiful.
That was a lifetime dream I had. Like, I remember
fulfilling dreams. That's another thing that I like to prop up on my channel.
It was so nice. So I told you about, we used to do homecomings and stuff like that. Okay, so I cut it short, but this is what I was: freshman homecoming princess, sophomore homecoming princess, junior homecoming princess, basketball queen for homecoming my senior year, and prom queen. So
this girl's got a line of haters out the door about a mile long. Just saying.
They're out there. I heard I won prom queen by 1 vote. So, you know, somebody just... Thank you for the extra one person that came in at the last minute. But I try to be good to people, you know. I try. But I remember they asked you for a bio during homecoming and your future plans. And my goal was to go to FIU for international business and study abroad. And I took the long way, let me tell you.
That's okay. You took the long route, but you know what? I feel like those things are all building blocks to make you the person that you are and the person that you become. And I completely understand the student athlete thing. I mean, I'm a tall woman as well. So I was a student athlete. I did a lot of sports in high school as well as some in college, and it just takes such a toll on your body. I mean, definitely not in the same competitive range as you, but I mean, it definitely takes a toll. So, and then not just that, you also have to divide your time between sports and your education. So you have to make sure that, you know, you manage your time correctly, and I feel like that takes a certain level of commitment and discipline. And discipline, exactly.
That's one thing I try to explain. I did over the summer, I did a girls athletic informational back at home. One of my former teammates threw it and she wanted me to come speak, so I spoke and I said, listen, college sports are a job. I don't want you to go and thinking it's like the same thing as the summer league, or no, you go, this is your job. You want to have fun, but you also have to remember that this is the way that's paying for your school. You're eating off of this. You have to come and give your best every day. It is just like a job. You are not promised to be carried over until the next year. And that's something I shared with them off of my personal experiences, as well as things I've seen secondhand. So, you know, it was a very great thing just to be able to, you know, inform them about what they weren't expecting about the, you know, the things that don't get advertised about the college athletics.
Absolutely. So what's in the future for you? Where's Q going from here on?
So Q will be eventually playing a superhero role. That is my long time goal. Not long time, because I don't want it to be too much in the future, but that is my goal, to play a superhero in a major film. So right now I'm acting on, I'm working on entering the entertainment industry as far as modeling and acting and things like that. So that's my next step.
Okay.
And also I'm starting my own YouTube and IGTV cooking channel. So you'll catch me on there as well, and it'll be Q's Twisted Kitchen. It's up and running. So it's a few interesting things going on with that. So come check me out there. But yeah, we're headed to the entertainment industry.
That sounds so good, because that's what we all trying to get to, you know, doing our own thing, pursuing our dreams, living our best life, right? And it definitely sounds like you're living your best life, and I'm so glad that you came on my channel today to share your story with all of these lovely people, and to say that your dreams do come true if you work hard enough, right? You have to work hard for it, first of all, and also have patience. You have to have patience, because like she said, you do. She took the long way around to get to where she wanted.
And I ended up getting my master's. International Master of Business Administration at the school I just wanted my bachelor's from. And I still studied abroad and everything. I didn't even dream of having my master's. But I took the long way. It took time. It took hard work. And I thought it was so, you know, beyond grasp at that point. But everything comes full circle when you're really working to get towards a goal, to go to a certain direction. It comes full circle. So you just kind of have to have faith and patience. Oh my gosh.
Faith and patience. And keep, you know, working hard. Faith, patience, hard work, and and you know, and being thankful. And that's one thing that I do definitely want to make sure that I share with our audience today, is that when I met you, she is, I'm just gonna talk to them, she is one of the most humble, sweet, like adorable, friendly, polite. There was no like, ugh, I can't talk to you, I don't know who you are, you know, kind of thing. It was that she was just so open, so nice. And I just got such a great vibe off of you. So, I mean, it's crazy, you know, you think someone that has so many accomplishments like she does can have a little bit of a big head, you know? I mean, the hair is big, but not her head, I'm telling you. It's full of like amazing knowledge that she has in there, and the hair looks fabulous, and the hair is young. We all change up the game in a little bit. But yeah, I mean, I think with that, we're gonna conclude. She's humble, she's beautiful, she's an athlete. I mean, it can't get any better than that. If this is not an inspiration to you, I don't know what is. Pursue your dreams, have patience, work hard.
And just push through. Like that's been my biggest thing since sports. Push through. No matter what the adversity is, push through. You have it.
Sounds great. Well, thank you so much for joining me on my channel. I really appreciate it. And with that, we're gonna say bye-bye. So say bye.
Thank you guys for listening.
Bye guys, have a good night, okay?
Bye.
Thank you. And that's it. And that's a wrap.